We cannot be a bigger person at a cost of our own health. Again, anger is one of the basic emotions that we all have. It shows when we feel anger, it's a signal that someone crossed our borders.
It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real uncomfortable. It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real uncomfortable.
And we're back. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Real and Uncomfortable. To my far right, I have the guy who's always by my side, Mr. Eman Musik.
Yes.
And then right in the middle, we brought something special for you. Eman can tell you, they've been saying some things in the comments.
Yeah, we have fun real uncomfortable. But I saw a couple comments that said that we don't bring professionals on. So we kind of took a different approach today.
Absolutely.
You want to introduce the guest?
Absolutely, I do. So, to my right, we have an expert in holistic health who's opened up a school specifically tailored to help people navigate their emotional well-being. She's graduated over 20,000 students. She's made it a point to help people connect and manage their nervous systems. Miss Natalia Dichkovska, right?
Hi.
Hopefully I got that right. I'm trying to say that right.
No clap.
All right. Now, one, let me commend you because I had a hard time pronouncing that. And you know, English is not your first language. So you have, first off, I've seen you speak publicly. Amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And coming out of a mental health movement that we've just been doing, I'm honored that you came by and to share your expertise and share your time and energy with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. So first off, how did it start for you? Like, where did you want to tell them your beginnings, the beginnings of your journey?
My story is very simple, and it started not like probably someone would think it started with mental health. I was around 25. I was not interested in mental. I didn't know it was a thing. I had also mental health. I thought it was only physical health. And I was only interested in improving my skin. And that's how I learned aromatherapy. I found some recipes, how I should mix some oils and improve the skin. And that's how I shifted from an academic career at a university to doing something that, well, no one even considered to be a profession in Belarus. I was a pioneer in Belarus. I was starting to speak about all these things. No one did that. Then I realized that beneath the skin, there are muscles, fascia, lymph, and that if you want to look good, you need to take care of that. And later, I realized that the role our nervous system plays in all that is the most important one, and we look how we feel. And this connection means a lot to the whole beauty system, beauty industry, but beauty industry tends to solve these problems from like another
angle.
Yes, another angle, starting from the outside, but it all starts from the inside. And that's how I started to dive deep into this topic. I studied psychosomatics, this connection between stress factors and how our body reacts and different illnesses that we ourselves actually produce as a reaction to situations we cannot cope with, and deeper and deeper and deeper. And now I just see all these connections, and it's very interesting to solve any problem. For like, you cannot say that. Как сказать навсегда? Sorry.
No, we're here.
Forever? No. For once, for forever.
Oh,
like
there's no one fix forever.
Yeah, it's not a one fix forever, but at least it's something that changes the life and not just the appearance. And that makes more sense.
I think that one of the things that we've seen is over time how stress can impact your overall health. So that's why it's no mistake that when people go to spas, those are also associated with beauty, right? Like, because you need to relax. I know people get frown lines, people get wrinkles, people get on the surface. It really does impact the way you look. But even deeper than that, like, you know, whether you have heart problems, circulatory problems, you have certain levels of weight gain and keeping yourself in shape. All of those things are impacted by the amount of stress and what your body produces as a result of it.
Exactly. Because when we speak about weight, for example, no body will produce this excess weight without a reason. It means you need it to feel safe, to have more space, to use more space. How to say it? You need it. You cannot just stop your body needing something if subconsciously, because on a conscious level you will think, no, I don't need it. Please go away from me.
Right.
But on a subconscious level, you need it, and it will stay with you as long as you need it. But when you find a reason why you need it, then it can go away.
Yeah, and those reasons are oftentimes stimulus, right? Uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
One thing that Ian and myself are always talking about is tackling the uncomfortable, pursuing dreams and goals. And part of that is walking into those situations. And I know that, achieving your dreams, fighting for your dreams, you're going to see adversity, you're going to feel those things. And that fear may stop you. That fear may keep you from moving forward. So having mechanisms, things that you can do day to day to figure that out is important.
Yeah, that's true. As I already said, you can only have as many people in the room your nervous system can tolerate. So if you cannot tolerate 1,000 people, you will never get 1,000 people. You will dream of this 1,000, but you will never get it because, our body does everything to keep us safe, and our nervous system takes care of our sanity. So it will just not happen. In this, you can name it differently, like the field of possibilities, the like fate lines. I don't know how it is called.
Or destiny.
It everyone has multiple variants how their life can develop, and only this line will unfold that you can cope with, that you are awaiting, that you're ready for. Right, exactly. And that's why it's very important. No one thinks about success and a nervous system. Like, success is not connected in our minds with the nervous system. It's the last thing you will do. You will think networking, money, possibilities, education, something like that. But you will rarely connect it with the nervous system. But when you're not ready, when it's too stressful, nothing will happen. People used to think that when we are very stressed, we are more productive. Because when you don't have a plan B, you can only have this plan A. It's like this or nothing. But recent research showed that we can only be productive and creative from the state of safety. And again, another research says that 70% of the time, most people spend in fight or flight. Although we don't have immediate danger, it's only in our mind. But for our brain, it doesn't make any difference whether
real.
It's true or not.
Yeah.
We're still living it. In nature, when a rabbit runs away from a wolf, it runs away. It does its best. It runs very fast. Its heart is beating, everything, and he gets to his hole. Where do they live? In a hole?
In a little barrel.
Yeah. And he forgets
immediately.
It starts living its best life, feeding its children, looking for food and something. What happens to people? They keep on watching this movie again and again and again. They keep on running away from this wolf.
That's deep.
Mentally.
Forever.
Even though it's not real.
Yeah. And that's what holds us in this fight or flight state. Even if we are sitting here, we're not in danger, we have everything, but we keep on thinking, and what if this happens? Or he wasn't fair to me, and I will be remembering it forever and ever.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's why we as people, we think too much. We produce different scenarios that might even never happen, but they make our life worse.
No, that's amazing right there. That you said holding on to things forever. One of the quotes that I try to live by and try to involve in myself is forgiveness is for you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And, with that, you can forgive. You don't have to forget. And now maybe there's another layer to that, though, because the forgiveness is you letting go of the feelings, the emotions behind whatever slight you may have felt, whatever trauma you may have felt, whatever circumstance you may have gone through. And that's for good reason, because otherwise you carrying that weight, you never truly left the situation. You never left the scenario.
Exactly. There is an interesting story. I don't remember this word. Как притча. Like a wise story.
Okay.
Two vicars or vicars.
It's okay. It's all right.
Priests, okay, priests. Two priests are walking somewhere and they see a woman at the river, and she asks them to help her cross the river. And the oldest one takes her in his hands and takes her across the river. And then they keep on walking, and the young one is so sad and gloomy, and the older one asks, "Why are you so sad?" "We're not allowed to touch women, but you touched that woman," he said. And the wiser man said, "I touched her and I left her at the river, but you're still carrying her." Yeah, so that's how it normally happens in our life.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You spoke about readiness, right? And how certain situations can't unfold until you're ready, until you can, navigate those spaces. Is there something that you'd want people, is there a skill that people can have that can help them feel more ready?
As soon as I work with faces, faces hold a lot of pressure, a lot of tension. We don't even notice that. But people around us, they pick it up. They see if we are stressed, if we are tense, and that's how they make decisions whether to be friends with us, to work with us, to follow us, to choose us.
To interact with us.
Yes, because it's nonverbal. It's a very important part of communication, what we express with our faces. And when we're stressed, it doesn't look like this. It's like 10% of the force of the muscle, but it's a little bit of this, and it happens during the day. Like it happens every day, sometimes even when people are asleep. They're clenching the teeth because they're so tense. They couldn't let it out during the day. They couldn't address the people they wanted to address. They couldn't speak out. They couldn't fight when they needed to fight. They had to oppress it. And the body needs us to release it, because we cannot be a bigger person at a cost of our own health. We can only be a bigger person when we really don't feel anything, because some things used to trigger me, they don't anymore. Now I can be a bigger person. Now I don't care what you say or what you do. But if I do care, I'm sorry, but I will let you know.
You're going to hear this.
Because otherwise I will suffer. And I choose me. I used to be this person who chose everyone. Yeah, because, I didn't want anyone to think that I'm angry.
Right.
I might be very angry.
Right.
Better know that. Don't do things. Because, again, anger is one of the basic emotions that we all have. And it is very useful because it shows when we feel anger, it's a signal that someone crossed our borders or that we didn't get something we needed. So that's how we learn things about ourselves and about the world. It's a good emotion. It's not a destructive emotion. And we can feel it, and it's our right to express it. But again, I'm sorry, but here in America, many emotions are suppressed. Maybe we as Slavic people are not that nice because we're direct. But at least we are allowed to say things. It's not nice because when you compare, everyone is smiling here, everyone is so nice.
Yeah, but
and Slavic people are like, you should prove to me that you are worth my smile. Then I probably will smile. But that's not for sure. I'm always searching for this golden balance, but it doesn't happen. It's either this or that. But anyway, I taught my children to express emotions, and I I used to say that, but then I stopped because I understood the consequences. Like, quiet, don't cry too much, don't be angry with someone. No, be angry. If you feel that, you need to express that.
Yeah.
And then you can make friends with your anger, and you won't be afraid of it. You won't be afraid that it will destroy everything and everyone around you. You can use a necessary dose. Like, here I need this much anger. Like, please don't come too close. Stay here.
Boundaries.
Right. Boundaries.
Otherwise, so I will frown upon that. Or if you need more, then you use more. But when you suppress your emotions, then uncontrollable things happen. And now it looks like a disaster, because people who suppress their emotions a lot, at a certain point, like a kettle,
Boil
it's
over.
just
You're gonna
it just
explode.
explodes. Yeah,
Explode.
that's true. But where were we? You asked a different question.
Oh no,
No.
that's quite all right, because I did want to get into that, like so preparedness, and I think you touched upon it though, because getting to know your emotions so you can recognize those emotions and learn to deal with them accordingly or express them accordingly is just as important.
Actually, I'm sorry.
No, go
The most important thing we as humans need to do and to learn, we didn't get an instruction to this manual to ourselves. We don't know what is right and what is wrong, because we tend to listen to what our mind says, and it's a number of programs and glitches and everything we learned about the world. It's not necessarily true, and the only true response to anything is here. But people tend to ignore the body because it's weak. What can you take from it? The mind is what really matters, and that's how we get farther and farther and farther from ourselves. And our main mission is not to save the world, to improve the world, it's not global. Our main mission is to get to know
Inward,
this person,
personal,
to learn how to take care of this person, to really understand what this person likes or doesn't like. And that's not as easy as it sounds, because
Not at all.
people tend to take care of everything like on the outside, because you feel that you need to do something. This inner work is very hard, so you extrapolate it. You I need to be busy with something. I will improve my husband, my kids, the world around me. I will improve the political system. I will improve world
all
famine.
external.
Yeah, it's all external. But the one that is crying and asking for help is here.
The internal,
Yeah, I think it's, especially in the world we live in today, there's so much going on. It's very easy to forget ourselves, even in the pursuit of accomplishing certain goals, certain levels of success.
Yeah.
Building teams, building systems around yourself, you forget yourself. Thank you for teaching the lesson of being, self-aware.
Self-aware, right. This neuromuscular connection. We need to know what's happening in the body. We need to know why why suddenly I felt something here, or why I suddenly couldn't swallow, or why I got a headache after some meeting. We need to analyze everything that's happening to the body, because that's the only way our body is trying to communicate with us, and to help us find a better way. It's about, a direct way to what you want, and not like this, not like very, very, very complicated one. The direct one is, I remember when someone came, it was a negotiation or something. I was sitting in my office like this, and this person came with sweets, with some gift, and he was recommended to me, and he was very nice. But in the end of this conversation, I noticed that I'm not sitting like this. I'm sitting like this and like this.
Away from
I was just trying to-
distance, create distance. Yeah.
And that's how I understood that we won't be working together,
Right.
because my
Your
body,
body was telling
yeah.
you, nah, this
No.
person is
But
not
my
it.
mind was, oh, look, he's so nice, and he says all the right things and everything. But that's how.
The
That's what
energy wasn't there.
Yes, and the body reaction. So that's why it's so important to improve this mind-body connection, to understand what your body is feeling, to analyze these signals, to interpret them, and to use them. for making decisions.
Yeah, when we first, I got the pleasure of meeting you the first time. I got to watch your presentation. You did something that I thought was amazing. You broke down the different ways, the small ways that your body carries stress, especially facially. Would you mind sharing with us some of those things?
Of course. So there are 3 areas where the body carries stress, the face carries stress the most. It's the mouth, the jaw, and the forehead. The mouth is our center of emotional suppression. When we want to say something, when we want to express our emotions, but we don't feel safe, we think that we will not be approved of that, we tend to do this. And do you remember I gave this little task? We will do it with you because you already did it. Try to press your lips for like 30 seconds. Like even more. Do you feel tension in your body right now?
I feel uncomfortable.
You feel uncomfortable, okay. You see, that's not only your lips that are
it's
tense, but
the body
your
feels
body.
it too.
And now just can you smile for 10 seconds like this?
There you go. Show those pearly whites.
I feel a little more relaxed.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
So we know that when we're happy, we smile.
Yeah.
But when we smile, we really feel different.
Yeah.
That's how important our facial expressions are. That's how important it is to just to check from time to time, are my lips pressed? That's not your habit, definitely. You have a very relaxed face. I don't think that you're too stressed. I think that you're fine. But many people, they really, that's why with age, people tend to look like a dry fruit.
Yeah.
Not because they're just old or something, because they're super tense. And they had a lot of stress. So the best thing you can do to release the tension here in the lips is this. And that helps to immediately to release this tension. The best way to release the tension in the jaw, and this is a very important muscle, it's the strongest muscle in the body. It's a tiny one, but stronger. I mean, in proportion to its size, it's the strongest muscle. And if it's tense, it becomes shorter and it pulls the lower jaw upward. And that's how people start clenching their teeth. That's how they start grinding. And that's how they get bruxism and migraines and many more. So to release this tension, the easiest way is to imitate a yawn like this. You just feel how these muscles are stretching. There are many other ways you might use, like gua sha tools or cupping to release it, or just your knuckles to massage these muscles. It might be even painful because let me.
Yeah.
Do you feel something here?
I feel relaxed.
Okay. I say
I feel relaxed.
your face is not tense. You don't hold any pressure. Good for you. Good for you.
I'm chilling.
Yeah. It was that Starbucks refresher.
Yeah.
Got him right.
Yeah,
Making
and
them legally highest.
okay, and with the forehead, there are plenty of things you can do with the forehead, with these 11s and with these horizontal wrinkles. It's not about beauty, but of course it is about beauty as well, because, well, many people want to get rid of wrinkles.
Right.
And maybe one of the best things we can do to relax this area is to pinch the eyebrows like this. Because it also might be painful. People who are watching us, when they try it, if you feel pain here, it's okay. It means that this muscle is tense. You will never feel pain anywhere in the face or in the body if the muscle is not tense.
Yeah.
Because when someone is massaging this area, it feels nice, but when you're tense, it's painful. So pain is an indicator of there's something wrong. There's too much tension. And you need to take it away. We will face different challenges.
Sorry.
No, this is valuable information,
man.
I already know who I'm sending these videos to. They be stressed. But
Yeah, I lost it. Okay.
You're talking about the tension.
Yeah, but then it was something else. But No, never mind.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So
this is-
that with all of those takeaways, right? You are also an award best-selling author as well. First off, where can people find your literature, and what are some things that they can take away from the literature and take some of these things home with them?
If they can read Russian, there are plenty of ways to enjoy my books. Otherwise, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but
That's okay. That's all right.
But you can subscribe. You can how do you say subscribe?
Subscribe,
Follow me. You
follow
can
her.
follow me. You
Yeah.
can follow me on Instagram, and I share my wisdom there. So you can just
And a ton of wisdom. I think that there's a couple of things I'm going to use from our conversations. And then the most important thing again for me is just the level of readiness, emotionally, taking on those tense situations and allowing yourself to kind of feel through them, but recognize and learn the feelings of those.
yeah. And you know what? What else? To be merciful towards yourself, because we don't have a deadline. We the only point of living is living itself. And although the society, like, we need to be like this, because otherwise it will be chaos, and we won't be like. We need to have, I don't know whether you say it in English or not, a carrot backwards and a carrot in front of you.
Yeah.
We need these carrots. We as humans, we don't need it. We can just enjoy life. We can produce food, create something beautiful, enjoy communication with other people. But as a society, we need all these mechanisms that will keep us moving, and that's what we learn at a very early age. That we need to achieve things. We need to achieve, and we need to prove, our existence, that we don't exist in vain, and that's why we need to rush, and that comes at a price. And again, coming back to this nervous system idea, if we don't feel safe, if we don't feel, we might tell ourselves different stories. We might promise ourselves all the best things, that we will just do this and then we will live our best life. But if we are lying to ourselves, if we are dealing with people who don't seem pleasant to us, if we have this job that gives us money but it doesn't,
stressful.
but we
not
don't
fulfilling.
it's not fulfilling. That's
Yeah.
very important, because stress is okay when there is an idea behind this, when a big idea, then stress we can cope with that. But when it's just money, no idea, and just
Survival.
then
It's pointless.
yeah, and that's how we get this anxiety, from lying to ourselves and from getting farther and farther from our true self. That's how we get anxiety. It's like dissociation from ourselves, and we need to be whole. Then we feel good. Then we feel safe, and then we feel good. And besides all these facial exercises, breathing, walking, water, people, socializing with nice people.
Good energy.
Good
Yes,
energy.
that's what helps us feel safe. That's what switches our nervous system from fight or flight to rest and digest. And rest and digest is a wonderful state. It's parasympathetic nervous system, when the body can heal itself. And that's what no one wants us to know, that our body is a miraculous thing that is capable of so many things. We can be renewed in a couple of years if we change our life for better right now.
Yeah.
We won't be needing any
Medication.
Yeah,
nothing.
it's pre-treating your health prior to getting to those problems. Again, stress has been it's probably one of the top killers, as much as we can break it down into different diseases, but hypertension, high cholesterol, strokes, heart
attacks.
all of these things are just the result of, honestly, the body's mismanagement of stress in situations like that. Again, I commend you for taking on such a strong stance and making so much strides in giving people this information. Thank you for coming on and sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. If you want to one more time tell the people where they can find you.
Where can they find it?
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram. We'll make sure that we
Thank you. Yeah.
right in the bars. Now, again, guys, I hope that you learned something. I certainly have. E looks like he's about to start
I'm
doing
about to
this.
send this to. I know a couple people that need to hear this. For
And
real.
if you've taken nothing else from this, please take away some things that help you face the uncomfortable. We like to take on the uncomfortable conversations, but we want to help you guys take on the uncomfortable moments in life too. I'm C-Tez.
Eman Musik.
Yes, and Miss Natalia Dichkovska.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.